Okay, so the time has come. It's only been 2 months, pretty much since my last stretch. Actually, it's been like a little bit less than 2 months. So my last stretch, I'm not going to go into details this time around just because I went into so much detail last time, which I wasn't intending to. But I did, and that's probably because of my mom's fault. She never could give a yes or no answer. It was always in detail, so kind of picked that up from her. But this time around, I'm just going to do the stretch. I'm going from 4G to a 2G. So last time I stretched on camera was from the 6 to the 8. I know I said don't be a wussy, don't be a sissy, just, you know, it doesn't matter if it stings a little bit. Well, I don't know. I pushed it through a little bit too much. Yes, it did, like, it didn't hurt. It just stung a little bit. But I had a little bit of bleeding in one ear the next day. Wasn't like a lot of blood, just a little bit of residue whenever I did clean my ears. So that's a big no-no. It means I kind of ripped it, so I forced it. So even though it didn't really hurt, it's still damage to the earlobes, which you don't want. So if it hurts in any way, stop. You shouldn't do it. Wait a little bit longer. Wait the stretch. It should not hurt. Now I've been actually watching a lot of videos lately on ear stretching, a lot more videos on ear stretching and stuff like that. Just gonna tie my hair up a little bit. And there's a lot of people out there. Holy mother of pearls. I can't believe these people. They're just like shoving in the frickin' taper in the ear. Like shoving, like, you know, like forcing it through. It's crazy. So what I've been doing, basically, I'm gonna be looking in my mirror just cause you can see it. The last time I went from on tape, I went from the 4 to 6. No, I went from 8 to 6, right? Went from 8 to 6, forced it. So I had to pretty much spend an entire week just doing salt soaks just to make sure, because I was bleeding a little bit and stuff like that. Just to clean it out and stuff. Which was fine. See my holes? They're bigger this time. You could actually see the hole. So yeah, so I had to clean it out. It took about like an entire week for it to heal after doing salt soaks for about 3 times a day for an entire week, and then I reduced it to 2 to 1 soaks or washings every day after that. And then like an entire month went by, and I ended up stretching from 6 to 4. And that went in super easy. I found a trick. I know they, I've been watching a lot of videos and they recommend like just tape stretching when you're at the bigger size, but I figured, I'm like, why not start at the smaller size, right? So that's what I basically did. Why am I looking for stuff when it's all in front of me? So that's what I basically did when I did the stretch from, I could even almost put a Q-tip in. When I stretched from the 6 to 4, I basically did taping for the entire week before stretching. So I would tape every 1 to 2 days. I would just put on a layer of tape. And what I already had this in the house because I'm kind of a do-it-yourself kind of person. And I already had the PTFE tape on hand. I didn't even have to go out and buy it. But you could buy it at your local hardware store. I don't think it costs much. It's just like the little white tape, and it sticks to itself, so it doesn't have any glue or anything. It's very flimsy. So I take about this much of tape, a little bit less. This much of tape. It does about 2 to 3 rounds around, so I would basically tape these little suckers up. So I have I had these acrylic plugs, right? That came with my kit. So I basically did this, and you see the layer of tape around it. So I did that before I stretched from the 6 to 4. And it just, when I put the stretcher in, the taper, it actually just slid right in without any problems. So I'm like, huh. I'm like, I had no pain. This was easy breezy for an entire week. I just had to do like that extra step. You're already cleaning your ears at least once a day anyway, or should be, right? So why not add an extra tape, like step, and add tape to your plug or tunnel or whatever you're using to help. So I did that. So that's what I'm gonna do from now on. So I did that for the base. So basically, and because like that stretch, there was no pain, there was no tearing, no ripping, no nothing. Basically, it was an easy stretch. So my ears were already used to that size, and I don't know. It's been 3 weeks, and I feel like I started taping this a week ago. And it's been a week since I've been taping slowly, so every 2 days I would add more tape to it. And after a week, it's like, it's time, right? It's time for the next step. It is. I want to go to the next step. So yeah. I don't know why I don't have music on. And I also, and I feel so bad because I ended up buying new plugs and tunnels and all that. Like I had bought, and I didn't, like, I had bought like tunnels. They're double flare. I haven't even tried putting them in my ear yet. That's how bad it is. I have bought like just regular black plugs so I could have different colors and stuff. I had bought these green ones for work, and I wore them once before. Now I'm stretching again, and I'm just not gonna buy any plugs and tapers or plugs and tunnels until I actually stop. And then I bought I know I have the balm, which I find great for healing. But I ended up buying the oil as well to help with the stretching. And if you haven't noticed, I got a new piercing! Yes, it never ends. It's like an addictive thing, you know? You start, you can't stop. You want more. So yeah, so I bought more piercings for my nose as well. Like a bullet train. Alright, let's keep our fingers crossed. Let's put some oil on this baby. Oops. There's stretched with oil. Is this gonna go down well? Just one went in. Ta-da! Easy breezy. That's what I'm talking about. No pain, baby. It's no pain. So, moral of the story, stretching, you should not have any pain. There's no reason for pain. Seriously. I learned this after one stretch of pain stretch. Never again. Why? What's the point? I'm gonna stretch. Why? When you could do it without pain. Just buy, I ended up, you can't use any normal tape too, so if you've done your research, you should already know by now. It's either the plumber's tape, and I think this costs like really dirt cheap at the hardware store, or I just picked this up. I went to my local adult store and picked up bondage tape, so it only sticks to itself. So I'm gonna try this before my next stretch because the next one will be a doozy. So this is 2 gauge, 2Gs, and my next stretch will be to the 0. is there a black dot on it? It's clean. Yeah, so 2 to 0 apparently it's a big jump. And that's it. That's it, folks. That's all she wrote. Like a bullet train. Doesn't even hurt. I should actually just push through the tunnels right now. But I'll leave these in just cause they look cool. Leave these in for a few hours as I normally do. And let it calm down a bit. Sure, it's reacting in some way. So yeah. And these little babies will be going in. Okay, that's not cool. Chase, you're interrupting my video with your... So these little babies are the ones that are going in. So yeah. That is my stretch. I am moving up in the world. That's what I'm talking about. Doesn't that look good? Don't I look good? Yes. Because I don't have the time. Alright guys. I'll probably do a video for my next stretch as well. Just because it's from the 2 to 0. That's a big one. And I don't know. I'm starting to like to make videos and stuff like that. So yeah. Cool beans. Peace out.